Hi, my name is Karen Wixom. I was a gestational surrogate for CSP, also known as Center for Surrogate Parenting. I did 3 surrogate journeys for the same-sex couple from out of state. The first journey went very smoothly, which is why within 2 months of giving birth, they asked if I would do another one for them, which I quickly said yes. We started trying again as soon as I was medically cleared. I did get pregnant, but then I had a miscarriage. And that's where I would say problems started. They were more focused on me getting pregnant as fast as possible without care for my mental health. I had the miscarriage in August and I was pregnant again in November. Luckily, that pregnancy was successful. I gave birth in August of 2018. I had physical postpartum complications, umbilical hernia, and along with the C-section, I wasn't sure where my pain was coming from until the hernia was discovered. Well, according to our contract, they were supposed to cover the hernia surgery costs, and I shouldn't have been worried about anything. That's where the trouble started. I had to jump through so many hoops to get what they were supposed to provide for me that I started feeling like they didn't care, both the surrogacy agency and the intended parents. I eventually did get the surgery I needed, but then because of how I was treated, I ended up developing very severe postpartum depression. And that was diagnosed Halloween of 2018, but I couldn't get decent treatment until February of next year due to the fact that I lost my good insurance that was provided by the intended parents, because they usually cut that off at 8 weeks after the birth. And I had to fight for an extra month just to get my diagnosis. And then through my Covered California plan, I don't get the best quality of mental health care. And I had to wait a long period of time, 2 months, until I got into the mental health clinic where I was finally able to find the correct medication to help and was able to see somebody. And I was really struggling. My family was very struggling due to my choice to be a surrogate to help out my family financially. Because what drew me to surrogacy was because I wanted to help a same-sex couple create their family, but also help my family too. But then the postpartum depression happened, and it literally stole me away from my family. So I reached out to my agency asking for some help for housekeeping, self-care, and maybe something fun for my kids who have really, they suffered a lot during all of this. And at first my agency was like, oh yeah, we'll totally help you out. We'll match whatever the dads will give you. And for a month, they basically led me on believing that help was coming. But then the intended parents decided, oh, we're not contractually obligated to help you, so we're not going to. And then my agency offered me $400 for housekeeping, and it was like a slap in the face. And then they also berated me in the email because they had asked me to create a wish list of what I wanted, along with a guesstimate about how much it would cost. So I did. And they had that for a month, and they never said anything. They said it was okay. They said it was a good list. But then all of a sudden, they're insulting me and pretty much accusing me of being greedy and trying to milk money out of the intended parents. And that hurt a lot. That made me realize that I was nothing more but an incubator for them. And I didn't feel like a person to them anymore. Thank you for listening to my story. I am now against commercialized surrogacy because somebody needs to look out for the surrogates, and currently the law does not. So I hope you take my story to heart and really think about it. Thank you again.